Hola, Mide. ¿Estás en Carrefour? ¿Qué te parece? So, I was trying to find dark chocolates. I told the kids about it. No, there's some sugar and what? Cocoa butter. But besides that, I don't think there's any milk. Yeah, there's just some cane sugar and cocoa butter. So at least they'll get to taste some Ugandan cocoa in a artisan form. Because yeah, the kids, they've been asking me about it. Because I told them, yeah, there's such a thing as dark chocolate. Because they've eaten the seeds from the fruits before, but it's a bit bitter. So I told them, okay, we'll try little tiny piece just so you know what it's like. ¿Verdad, Mide? Pero no para ti, eres demasiado pequeña. ¿Vale?
Mama Africa, your children are home.
Como veían que resistía, fueron a llamar otro elefante. Venid, llamadme. Sí. Oh. Ok. Ahora, ¿cuántos somos? Tenemos...
Èmi náà fẹ́ o.
Tulio, 2.
Èmi náà fẹ́ ṣe o.
Papá, 4.
Ó kan bàbá ló kàn náà. Mò ń bọ̀. No, kò tí ì kàn mí.
Después Elena. Tulio, aquí.
Después, mamá.
Sí, después mamá. Ahora, detrás de, ¿verdad? ¿Listos para balancearos? ¿Sabéis hacerlo?
Máa kan Ráfà láìpẹ́.
No, en cola, en fila. Ven, Tulio. En fila.
Tò sórí ìlà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn.
¿Cuántos somos? 4. 4 elefantes se balanceaban sobre la tela de una araña. Como veían que resistía, fueron a llamar otro elefante. ¡Mamá!
Ó fẹ́ kí n máa bọ̀.
Ahora. 5. Oh,
Kí n jó
detrás de
sẹ́yìn bàbá.
todos.
Ok.
Ok, ¿lista mamá?
Yeah.
Ok. Tulio, Bella,
Sorila.
delante. Y después Tulio.
I think tò sórí ìlà.
Después Tulio. Tulio. ¿Eh? What?
The next day.
It's a beautiful, beautiful morning here in the Pearl of Africa. Welcome back to Familia Pablanu. We are a multilingual and multicultural family of 7 immigrants from the US and Nigeria, immigrants to the Pearl of Africa. So what that means is that in this vlog, you will be hearing us speaking some Spanish and some Yoruba. If you know somebody, if you have a family member who speaks Spanish, who speaks Yoruba, you can send this vlog to them or you can call them up and watch it with them. So let's take you on an amazing adventure with us. So first things first, we are traveling all the way to Kampala because if you guys do not know, Pablo and I are actors, screenwriters, as well as producers. We starred and wrote and co-wrote and in our first romantic comedy, My Love from Another Land. So Pablo got a call back to come and be one of the actors in a movie that is coming out soon. He's supposed to be one of the Scottish men. As you can see in his costume, the movie is about a backcloth maker, and those backcloths is what they wore back then in Uganda. The royals wore it, and it was set in the 1970s, 80s. Yes. Now, are you familiar with backcloths? báwo ni ṣé ò ń wò? So this bar cloths make royal clothes, and those are the clothes that the royals wore back then. And is realizing that the clothes are going out of style now. The British came and they influenced the clothing and the style back then, and the cloth, and it had a conviction, and it was realizing this is going out of style. This is our culture. This is our tradition. Let's keep this going. But no one wants to listen to him, so I think something came in that the princess, this is the princess right there wearing the bar cloth. The conclusions that the princess actually saw that what the bar cloth maker was saying was right. We got to hold on to our tradition and cultures. And the princess ended up wearing the bar cloth as a dress to her own wedding. And she fell in love. I think she went abroad, fell in love with a Scottish man. I think Uganda and Scots, they have some good ties. So yeah, fell in love with the Scottish guy, which is Pablo. His character is a Scottish guy, and yeah, she ended up wearing it at her wedding, and here they are celebrating, showcasing the beautiful bar cloth, and people were dancing, rejoicing, and it was such a beautiful celebration.
2,000 years later.
Video. Hey, she's been doing well. Nom 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 nom. Voila. Oh, she gave a hard time. Hard time to mama. To mama. Le has dado mucho voila. ¿Por qué? Huh? ¿Por qué? But now she's all smiling, happy. So here we are on set. And here's Mide. She's just been watching. She's been a real trooper today. I don't have my kilt anymore. Mama's been working hard with baby. The director's been working hard here. He just saw us off. Very kind man, and working very, very hard. He said we'll talk later when he doesn't have so much stress. Yeah, it's great working with him. Great working with all of these people, even the extras that just came in. There was a man from Germany, Michel, and he was very, very kind and very, very personable. Also met Sultan, who does a lot of stuff, acting as well as other things here in the movie industry. So anyways, signing off. We have a lot of driving tonight, I guess I should say, to get home. The jams are gonna be awful. We thought we were gonna leave at like 2 or 3. Now it is past 6, so we'll see if we can get home by midnight. Wish us luck.
The next day.
So Mama just got off the phone.
So they called me. The home phone called me and said, "Oh, earlier, Bella called and said, oh, I'm not feeling well. I came back from school. They told me to come back." And then she specifically asked for an orange. So I told Rama that's watching them, please cut an orange and give her. And she's fine. She changed her uniform to housewear and she's playing. And is it 15 minutes later, I got a phone call from home phone. And Rama said, Bella lied that she was not feeling well. She escaped from school.
And we know that because the teacher showed up saying, is she here?
They showed up with Elena. Apparently they were searching for her everywhere.
Wow.
They couldn't find her. So she came home.
A 4-year-old. She's almost 5.
So I asked Rama to help them put her uniform back. And Elena too, to quickly get back to school because the teacher has other students waiting for her at school. I don't know what to say.
Our children causing wildlife.
Oh, what do you say about that, Pablo? What do you say?
I don't even know.
It's now.
I mean, she's learning tricks. She's learning too many tricks already, and
this is the perks. Is it because our house is very close to the school? So
Maybe.
she's able to do such things. That child, and I mean, most days she would say she doesn't want to go to school. And we say, please, come on, we'll give you some.
But there are some days she's like ready to go, but then Elena takes too long and complains. So then when she's
lost.
finally ready, Bella's like, I'm
I
tired.
think she's tired, yeah.
I'm going to sleep.
And wow, but today she was fine. She
Yeah.
got ready and was like, okay,
Yeah,
I'm
she
going.
got ready by herself, was ready to go.
I'm
But
very surprised when I got a phone call. I mean, I remember that growing up, I never liked school. Sometimes I would cry especially when we move frequently and I go to another school, I would cry and cry, please, I don't have friends here. Even if I have friends, I don't want to go to school. I really don't like school. I hope our children didn't hear that.
Jeez, so they got your dislike of school and my, what do we call it?
Dislike for school
Esquivar,
too.
yeah. Like,
Escaping school.
exactly.
I
Sorry,
mean,
kids.
I don't blame them.
Sorry, teachers.
I know they got it from us. They got it from us.
Later.
So this is our office. You see it has a baby play area. It has a comfortable work area. And there's also fresh air and foliage and shade. Video. Hey, tienes 6 meses y aquí estás sentándote allá. Vaya, qué fuerte. Ajá, siempre vienes con nosotros a trabajar y aquí juegas, comes hierba. A ver, ¿qué te parecen tus nuevas habilidades, eh? El próximo será andar a gatas. Sí, sí. Vas a andar a gatas, ¿verdad? Muy pronto. Y luego tendremos que ir corriendo detrás de ti. ¿Qué quieres? Oh, ¿quieres la hierba seca? Uy, uy, te has caído. Pues Leo. Estás muy interesada en todo, ¿eh? ¿Te gusta? Ahí está la ciudad. Esa de todos. Y quizá la única. Bueno, hasta que yo y mamá consigamos nuestros pasaportes. Hey.
The next day.
¿Qué? Las chicas están comiendo las semillas de papaya, which we normally eat together with the papaya, just because it has good anti-bicho properties. Anti-worm, there you go. It's a good dewormer, as well as pepitas. So pepitas help, but
The pumpkin seeds, eh?
yeah, people know that in the US they call them pepitas,
Hey,
but yeah, pumpkin seeds.
yeah.
So they're good dewormers because the kids going to a public school tend to get worms and whatnot from the other children. So usually people just give them, what is it, ivermectin or whatever, which is the common drug, but
Yeah, and the downside to that is that it kills all of bacteria because it's antibacterial, right? Or is it antifungal?
it's yeah, it kills all the bacteria too. I think it's a type of antibiotic or whatever. But yeah, it's not the best. Well, we need to open the windows, it's so dark in here. But yeah, it's like eating garlic, basically garlic and ginger, which have the same type of properties, but at least these seeds are a bit easier to eat. We've done the garlic and ginger before, but it's a bit spicy, a bit too much. These ones are similar. Sí, creo que ya no está caliente, te ayudo. So then they drink a lot of water, mucha agua. Yeah, that way it doesn't burn too much coming out. It's not too concentrated. Believe me, it will burn coming out, otherwise taking out all the worms and everything. Bebe mucha, ¿vale? Bebe agua. Bebe más agua. And this Elena, she does not drink water much. Oh, gracias. So, I made this porridge this morning with gandules, which are pigeon peas. I like them because they smell kind of like tea, like black tea. So we'll see how it is today. And then I probably shouldn't have soaked them, but black-eyed peas, I forgot they're related to Ewolungi, like honey beans from Nigeria, and so you actually don't need to soak them, they cook very fast. Now and then I got her reward of papaya. And the breakfast as well, with pipas and pepitas, and lots of plátanos, really lots of plátanos. Lots of them. So, how are they? Oh my gosh!
So now that we have moved, we are in a different house. We are able to. I made do with the ladder that Pablo made the other time before. I had to cut it into two. Well, he cut it into two, but now I use it to hold my mushrooms. There's nothing I love more than watching these mushrooms grow. I cannot watch them grow, but I just wake up and then next day they're there growing. It's just amazing to see it grow and just spray it, and then the reward is just. I love it. I love it so much. Now, did you know that actually this mushroom, what we're actually taking off of it, the mushroom, is actually the fruit. The spores inside is the seed. So there's all of that spores inside the mycelium. The one that grow in nature, you can actually. So the one that grows in nature is actually miles and miles long of this kind of mycelium that is in those bags that I have right here. Miles of it, long length, finger length, all under the ground. And then once in a year, or how many times in a year, you see the fruits come up, pop up for a season or so there. So it's good to be able to have put them in a bag and have it grow like that. It's just amazing. Yeah, and you guys know that we don't eat animal product. So this actually type of oyster mushroom tastes so, I would say, meaty. Like you won't even miss that you don't have meat. I've made type of suya before. It's kind of like a inyama choma, kind of like a barbecue with it, and we put all of these spices on it. It tastes so good. It tastes so delicious. So if you're looking at reducing your meat, fish intake, this is a really, really good way to go. It's delicious. You put all the spices in it. We don't use salt. We don't use oil. We don't use bouillon, MSG. But with the way we put all the spices, it tastes so good. You if you didn't see it, you would think you were actually eating meat. And our kids love it. We love it. We put it in our sauces. And guys, did you know we stopped taking tomatoes? So every time we go to our local market, I would say, they'll ask me, you want to get green pepper? You want to get tomatoes? I say, no. I'm no longer eating tomatoes because of the amount of pesticide on it. It actually affects us. It gives us some neurotoxicity. We are detoxing from it. We're going to have to make do without tomatoes. I miss tomatoes a lot, but until we're able to grow our own in a greenhouse, we've been able to grow one or two here, but until we're able to grow our own, I would not be eating tomatoes anymore, because Nigeria is known for making tomato sauce. The amount that you'll need, it would just increase your toxicity. So even I told my mother and my parents, all my family in the US, if you don't see that it's organic, if you don't, you can even taste the chemical that is sprayed on it. So if it's not organic, please stay away from it. The neurotoxicity is a lot, and it gives you things like vertigo. It affects your motor skills. It affects a lot of things. And for growing children, we definitely need to stay away from it, because those little brains are still developing. Yeah, and even for adults too, they need their brain to function. So we don't need that toxicity in us. So yeah.
Later.
So here in our small town, we share the road with big mammals like the cows, and then also smaller mammals like the goats. So you see cows crossing the street very slowly. So, guys, the other day, Pablo came home and said, "Guess what? I found the library." I was like, "You're joking. This is a small town. They don't have a library." But guess where he brought us? The public library. They actually have public library in this small town. I was so impressed. I was so amazed because growing up, I don't remember having a library.
Muchos libros de cualquier
Chemaca.
ciencia y otras cosas. Or should
You can
just here. So
yeah.
Oh, okay.
you can take.
We
I
will.
don't
We're
know.
still looking
What do you
at
think?
all of the books.
can-
Let us look first and then we can take some. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀? Where's the children one? Ṣé òun rèé ni?
No,
Èmi nìyẹn.
that is a concord.
Mm.
For she color.
There's a bunch of books. Yeah. Old library books and stuff. Water as a gas.
Ah, interesting.
The Grinch.
No,
I
though.
was trying to teach the kids about this the other day.
Water as a gas. What's
Water
a gas?
as a gas.
Solid, liquid, or a
Mama.
gas?
Mama?
Kini. The Midnight Farm. Paintings by Susan.
Yeah. Ahora,
Storyland.
oh, delfines. Delfines y tiburones.
No, yín ṣàǹdùn ẹ rọra ọ ẹ má ibẹ̀ yẹn kọ́ Elena òkè ń bíbá la máa ti
tortuga
mú
y la
nǹkan.
liebre.
Oh, ń
La
dà.
tortuga y la liebre.
Hey, I like that one. Wait, let's take it so I can
Oh, okay.
I can read it voiceover. What do you call it?
Oh, kẹ̀kẹ́.
Màá lọ kà á fún yín lé.
Kí lélẹ̀ kẹ̀kẹ́?
Aha, yeah,
Kí ni kan náà?
yeah. The cow that got her wish.
The cow that got her wish.
Mama?
Eh?
Libro sobre.
Ṣé o ti rí mi bí báyìí?
Sobre.
Mi ò rí ìwọ ń tiẹ̀.
Mama, níbo ni the Grinch?
Oh, níbo ni the Grinch yìí wà?
Ooh.
Ọkọ tó máa sọ nìyẹn.
Ṣùgbọ́n
Oh.
Dr. Seuss books too.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, a bunch of Dr. Seuss books.
Yep, we got books to check out. Yay! Yẹ kí wọ́n wọ̀wé náà. Ṣó ti yá? Alright. Read the Grinch. Ẹ bọ́ síbi ẹ má lọ síta o. Mọ́tò lè gbá ẹ o. Yẹ má bọ̀. Mọ́tò yẹn ń sáré gidi gan ni.
Dewey Decimal System.
You said you get one from Dewey Decimal System?
Must be the Dewey Decimal System.
Papá, ¿me da esto?
Okay, 4.0.
2 hours later.
Níbo ló ń lọ?
Pasha, pasha, aluma, luma, luma, pasha, pasha, luma.
Pasa, pasa, pasa. Aluma, aluma, aluma. Hola, buenos días.
Later.
Rafa, má sunkún. You guys are probably wondering, where in the world are we taking the sugarcane to? Where are we going dressed in our Sunday's best? Well, we are going to the garden. We are taking you guys with us. We planted a lot of things. Is the garden from the previous house we stayed in, but we're still allowed to use the garden. So we planted our beans, we have maize. What else did we plant? Cassava, yeah. Oh, I love funny feel like you one more.
Money, Bella, look for me.
Okay. Too little one, be no.
And the fire.
Kina one more yan wa? What are they even looking for? Those kids.
Wọ́n fẹ́ charcoal.
Rafa, má ṣe ra yín léṣe o. Bella, má ṣe ra yín léṣe o. Mo ní láti bá Bella. No. Too little. Ẹ ti dé o. Ẹ tún ti dé nìyẹn. Ẹ lọ ṣeré lọ. Ẹ ṣeré lọ nísinsìnyí.
Ẹ ṣeré lọ nísinsìnyí.
Bó làwọn ọmọ ń wà?
No, ẹ má ṣe fídíò ẹ lọ.
Mo mọ̀. So guys, Pablo has been taking the let's grow our own crops more seriously since we moved to this small town, and I was like, man, we can buy things at the market, until we started seeing the effect of pesticide, herbicides, and stuff like that on us, the neurotoxicity. And we're like, oh my gosh. So I'm thankful that Pablo, with the help of somebody that helped us, they planted a lot of the beans, and they planted cassava, but mainly beans. So you guys know we eat beans with every meal, so it's important for us to know where that comes from, or else the amount of toxicity from the pesticide will be a lot.
¿Vas a ayudar?
Oh darn!
Oh no. Some casualties.
So we are definitely more cautious, more on alert. So we are just looking forward to this our land issue that's happening to be dealt with, because the priority for us is growing our own crops. That is a number one priority for us. Now, guys, let me talk to you about babies. Now, I know you guys they. After diarrhea, the second thing that it says cause the high mortality rate in babies younger than 5 years old is malaria around here in Uganda. So, did you guys know they said, oh, protect your children by getting mosquito nets and getting this and that and protect them from mosquito. But the issue when it comes to mosquito is that with our baby, for example, one mosquito was able to sneak in, yeah, and it bit her like 12 times on her face when she slept. So the protection, you can only do so much with protecting them physically. So what we've realized is that when we protect them from the inside out by what they eat, little babies, yes, and the one that are still on milk, by what the mothers eat, it will work for them. It will protect them from inside out. The type of foods that heal, the anti-inflammatory foods, the whole plant-based foods, yeah, it will protect them from inside out. So if they don't have inflammation, yes, babies do have inflammation too, because they eat what their mothers eat or what they're given to eat, Anyways, if babies don't have inflammation, they are more than able to fight any malaria, any infection that comes their way. So the best way to protect a baby is by protecting them with the food they eat. Protect them from inside out. Now, do you see why this is so important when I keep talking to people about, if we're trying to protect us, the adults, and protecting the babies, we got to protect the foods they eat. Make sure it's pesticide free, make sure it's organic, make sure you know where your foods is coming from. Plant your own crops, make your own backyard garden if you can. So that's a way to make sure you're protecting you and your little children. Yeah, make sure you're giving your little ones foods free of oil, free of salt, free of sugar, because all those are inflammatory food substances. Yes, it will inflame your little baby, it will inflame adults, everybody, and it will make it so difficult for them, for their immune responses to fight infections and bacteria, malaria, when they get sick. Yeah, you can see she got bitten on her face alone and her head 12 times. I counted them. So when we first arrived in the Pearl of Africa, when we lived in Kampala, and did you know we got sick with malaria about maybe 3 months in or so? Yeah, all of us had malaria, and it was kind of like COVID. We had on and off like fever for a whole week, 7 days, and Rafa was only 1 year old then, and it was really, really not bad at all. I thought it was going to be like, oh, dead on the floor, I can't even move, but no, they still had energy. They were able to eat even fruits. They were still able to eat fruits. Fresh fruits was what they eat, and that helped them to get over the sickness, and give them energy that they need, give them nourishment, and it also give them electrolytes, because one thing you definitely want to have is electrolytes even when you're sick, so you're not dehydrated and you're full of electrolytes, so your body can fight that infection. And that's what happened. I was surprised. I tell people all the time, malaria is not as bad as it looks. If your body does not have inflammation, if you don't have inflammation, you are able to fight sicknesses, illnesses, and all these other things. So guys, I hope this can inspire you guys to know that it's not hopeless. Like, You don't have to be afraid of sickness. You don't have to be afraid of, oh, my baby has a fever. If your baby does not have inflammation, they can fight the infection very, very effectively. Their body can do that. Now, guys, if you guys would like for me to share with you how we make baby food, like how I prepare it, please can you type in baby food in the comment section, so that I know you're inspired by it and you want to see this video of how I make baby foods. I like fresh organic foods, how we just blend it up and there's no food substances added to it, like the salt, oil, sugar, and all that crap that your baby doesn't need, that cause inflammation free foods that heal. So if you guys want to learn about it, want to know how I make this baby foods for babies 3-4 months and up, please write in the description baby foods. So I'll have to attach articles about baby foods that are in the store shelves in the market. Not only is it high in heavy metals that's so dangerous for the baby's growing brain, it's also high in salt and oil, higher than the recommended numbers, and it causes inflammation even for your tiny little baby. We need to give them a head start, a good head start in life.
1 hour later.
So one of the major challenges that we are facing is when it rains. We're currently in the beginning of the rainy season here, and when it rains, we are no longer able to wash dishes outside, and we actually have to struggle to go to the outhouse, the pit latrine outside as well, because of the rain, and we struggle to wash our hands in the outside basin there. So we have to do the washing inside, and yeah, it's a little bit challenging, but we are making do. We are making do with what we have.
So we made eba, illa, black-eyed peas, and egusi. All of it with a lot of mushrooms in it that Mama grew herself just the past few days. Actually, just today.
If you've been inspired, don't forget to like, share, as well as subscribe for more videos.
I put a lot of habanero pepper and stuff in it.
Tomorrow.
Chicos, si coméis todo, os daremos un postre. Vais a ver. Postre. Es como algo rico, dulce después de la cena.
He comido de tuyo. Pero... ¿Qué chocolate está aquí?
She's chewing beans.
¿Qué chocolate?
Sí. ¿Lista, Elena?
Chocolate.
Sí, un momento. Con Elena. Ok. ¿Lista? Si quieres chocolate, tienes que hacerlo bien. ¿Lista?
Chocolate. Chocolate.
Elena, ¿lista?
Chocolate.
Muy bien. Ahora Rafa.
I'm not doing that.
Choco.
Okay, now I am. Jodun.
85% dark chocolate.
Hola.
No milk in this one. Very good, very flavorful. ¿Os gusta? Yeah. ¿Te gusta, Rafa? It was in the freezer. I told
Yeah,
him
you
to
will.
suck on it instead of chewing. I don't know the word. Bella is.
Bella.
Dama. Mofeno.
Bella's not feeling very well.
Ah,
No, ya está. Habéis comido todo.
no, pero no chocolate. Ok. Otitão.
Okay, ¿quién puede hacerlo? Oh, I should have done this one first. ¿Estáis enseñando a mamá? Hey, they're teaching her the dances. They're making fun of Mama. She doesn't know how. They're saying that she's just running. She's not actually dancing.
If all difficulties were known at the onset of a long journey, most of us would never start out at all. It's your road and yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you. We hope you've enjoyed this adventure with us here in the Pearl of Africa. We will see you in our next vlog, but until next time, we hope we inspire you to get out of the waiting place and into the next phase of your life's journey.
¿Es eso uno de los bailes o no? Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Es como saltar así, pero cruzando las piernas, así. 1, 2, 1. Así, ¿tú puedes? Tienes que seguir practicando, ¿eh? Y luego se lo enseñarás a los demás alumnos. Eso no para nada. Os lo demuestro otra vez.